Do you think we need to pay Ripple something? On X, a lawyer called Fred Rispoli has started talking about the possibility of appealing the XRP case again after it lost its appeal. His post has become popular on the platform. Numerous people have talked about the possible financial consequences that could happen if the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's case is denied. Attorney Fred Rispoli, who highly supports XRP, recently brought up questions about the purpose of the review being done by the Securities and Exchange Commission. He was especially interested in whether the money would be used to pay back Ripple's $125 fine or to make extra interest on top of what was required by law. In the event that the SEC fails in its appeal of the case against XRP, the cryptocurrency industry would suffer a major setback. The lawsuits over XRP have been one of the most interesting things to happen in the past few years. Give it a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join our group before we start. This will tell you everything you need to know about XRP. It was found that the company's 1,278 institutional selling deals broke securities laws, which is what Judge Elisa Torres used to make her decision. Even so, a lot of people in the Bitcoin business think it's a good thing for blockchain technology. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission may file an appeal, and the blockchain payment company may also file an appeal. This is what everyone is talking about right now. Right now, the idea of appealing has become popular again, especially after Fred Rosale, a lawyer who supports XRP, asked a very important question. If Ripple is able to get all of its charges overturned, could the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission be forced to pay statutory interest and return $125 million? In a statement, James Frell, a former lawyer for the Securities and Exchange Commission, said that the SAC could be held financially responsible for any costs related to the appeal as well as any extra fees, like the bond payment, that are required by law. This is Frell's answer to a question that the SAC put forward. Another interesting thing is that Refill brought up the idea of sending the case back for a new trial, which would mean more court battles. In light of this, things would get even more difficult if the blockchain business chose to file a second appeal and question the court's decision about institutional sales and demand liquidity transactions. There is a lot of uncertainty in the situation, and there are big financial risks involved. Another option is to file an appeal, which could have big effects on both Ripple and the SEC. In the past few months, there has been a lot of talk about the possibility that the CBI will file an appeal, as law experts like Metal have said. The Securities and Exchange Commission of the United States is likely to file an appeal against the decision. The main focus of the appeal will be on the court's finding of disorganization. Furthermore, Weeman said that Ripple might file a cross-appeal against the court's decision on institutional sales, claiming that the decision was made incorrectly. Howie Test says that the blockchain payment provider can say that these trades are not an investment contract. In this case, it's possible. While the amount of XRP traded has stayed about the same at $18 billion, as of when this piece was written, the price of XRP had gone up by about 2 cents and was now worth 59 cents. There have been talks about the possibility of new wars in the XRPs because of this. This could weaken the CC's stance even more and have big effects on other cryptocurrency lawsuits like those involving Binance, Coinbase, and other companies. A new prediction for the price of XRP says that the cryptocurrency could hit 74 cents soon, as long as certain conditions are met. These forecasts are very important. My prediction is based on the idea that the SEC will not file an appeal against the decision that was made in the XRP disagreement. The Securities and Exchange Commission was criticized by the cryptocurrency community on X for acting in a shady way. A lawyer named Bill Morgan brought up the fact that the judge was also involved in the case against Binance. The Securities and Exchange Commission may decide not to appeal the Ripple conviction, according to Bill Morgan, who specializes in digital assets and is an attorney. Morgan thinks the SEC might be more worried about following the law. Jackson, Judge Torres, and Orek have all come together from their own cases. Jackson was given to the Binance case, Torres to the XRP litigation, and Orek to the cracking case. Judges Torres, Jackson, and Orek all told the difference between deals on the main market and those on the secondary market. However, Morgan told the community that Judge Rykov in the Terraform Labs case did not do this, which caused a backlash from the community. Judge Orek, Judge Torres, and Judge Jackson all wrote about these differences on X, which used to be called Twitter. However, because of the roughness of the decisions, Judge Torres' argument in the XRP dispute was found to be irrational. A lot of people are looking forward to hearing how the Securities and Exchange Commission plans to respond to Ripple Labs' historic win. Mr. Hubert, an expert on cryptocurrencies, thinks that the SAC might wait to file its appeal until September, when rates go down. Bill Morgan doesn't know what to do because these signs are sending mixed messages. He thinks there is a 60% chance that the Securities and Exchange Commission will not appeal. there is a chance that the Bitcoin business is about to see yet another heated court case. It's very interesting to think about whether or not the decision was good for the Securities and Exchange Commission. Some of the things you say make me feel the same way. If you are an attorney, reading court decisions like this one probably makes you feel very good, even though the final ruling in the SEC Ripple case was made by the judge and Nissa Torres on August 7th. The CCS hasn't said anything about the chance of an appeal. If the Securities and Exchange Commission only wants to follow the law, it may decide not to file an appeal. A lawyer who has spoken out on the issue, Mr. Bill Morgan, says that he was told about recent changes in the way judges make decisions, like Judge Ori's desire in the cracking case to separate transactions on the main and secondary markets. A point of view that Judges Jackson and Torres also held could change how the SEC makes decisions. So it's unclear what the agency will do next because the Ripple case has officially ended, as shown by Ed and Morgan's comments in the XRP blog series he's been writing. Bill Morgan, an attorney, is becoming less and less sure that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission will file an appeal regarding the recent Ripple summary decision. When the result is only based on law, this is especially true. Morgan thinks that an appeal might not be a case that doesn't go to court by pointing out current court practices that could affect the CC's decision. Morgan is specifically talking about the strong arguments from judges who have dealt with similar cases before. However, Judge Orek is not happy with the legality of Judge Torres' decision regarding Ripple's summary judgment. These worries may have been eased by the fact that Judges Decker and Jackson said nice things about some parts of Judge Torres' thinking in the Binance case. Binance is a market for cryptocurrencies. Do you think Ripple will be able to do it again, or will the SEC file an appeal? Judge Orek has been in charge of keeping an eye on both Ripple and Binance. As part of his most current review, which came out on August 8th, 2024, Morgan talks about how the judge made the decision in the SAC versus case. The video is over. Thank them for commenting and liking the movie. It makes YouTube work better. Tell a lot of people about this movie to spread the word.